Well, you seem to like the video on the roof. It did a better job of explaining things better than I can. So I'm going to try this again to show you what we're going to do with the landscaping. River City Lawnscape, when I'm out working with Ted, I see these guys a lot working on other yards, nice estates, things like that. So I figured we'd give them a call and see what they can do for our yard here. First of all, they're going to clean all this up for us here. And then around the back of the house here, they'll clean this up here a little bit. Clean these trees up. They're kind of a mess. That cherry tree, it's almost dead. We'll see what they say about that. Whether just trim it up or just yank the whole thing. But Joel says it's pretty in the spring, so I guess trying to save it would be nice, although there's not much growth left on it. That's something we can always decide a little later, because they got other work to do. She said they can clean this up a little bit. I mean, we could probably handle it, but she said they'll clean it up and get some mulch in there and get all those stones and rocks and stuff out of there. I started power washing back here yesterday. This area here was what we were mainly concerned about. Anyway, I was. It's filled with stones and stuff like that, and it's really grown over a lot of invasive weeds and stuff. So she didn't think this was all that big of a deal for her company. She pretty much figured out, she said, well, it's always wet back here because it's the north side. Doesn't get a lot of sun. So she said they would be able to dig all this out, and they'll haul away all the stones. She said they'll probably keep these big stepping stones here. They'll look better after I wash them. But as far as the rest, she said they'll yank all that out and install some tarp paper and stuff and some 1.5-inch rock. She said that's probably the easiest, least expensive way to go about this. And that's pretty much the idea I had. I just didn't know if we wanted rocks or wood chips, but those rot over time, so I guess, especially with all the moisture, so I guess rocks is a better idea. Gonna yank that dead pine tree out. She says, yeah, that's a goner. That one ain't gonna come back. So we'll just get rid of that. Have them yank that right out. This dead palm tree. And then this area here, she said that they'd be able to just get all this cleaned up, get all the invasive weeds out of there, and create a new border. And then lay some mulch down there after they clean it all up. And she said it'll look really good. She says you don't want to do too much to it because new owners may decide to do something totally different. So basically it's cosmetic that we're doing. And she said that's probably the least expensive also. But I think it'll look really good when they're done, 100% different, and then they'll be on retainer because I can't think of a better word. They'll be on retainer to come back and do other stuff as needed until the house is sold. They're gonna restart the lawn treatments, fertilizer treatments. Because I had canceled that at the beginning of last year, because I didn't know how quick the house was going to get sold, and I didn't think we wanted to be paying for a lawn service if the house was going to get sold soon. But that didn't happen, so we got to get something done because it's really getting out of hand. I don't have the will or the equipment or basically the knowledge to do everything that needs to get done. So we got River City Lawnscape. She's going to be sending me a quote in the email within the next couple days, and I'll get back in touch with you. Okay, I'm done.